Okay, let's just dive right into this. Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're unpacking KMC specialty hospitals, specifically looking at their anatomy of growth for fiscal year 2026. Now, if you've been tracking the regional healthcare sector, you know that numbers like these, they don't just magically appear out of thin air. Honestly, this kind of rapid regional growth is super rare. It's built piece by piece through some incredibly careful strategy and execution.
Before we get completely lost in dense financial spreadsheets, let's ground ourselves in the physical reality of the business for a second. Behind every single data point and revenue line we're going to discuss today is a bustling, vibrant 24/7 care facility. This is the absolute heart of Kauvery Hospital's operations down in Trichy. It's a place where critical, literal life-saving work is happening around the clock.
So, here's our roadmap for today. 1. Inside KMC specialty hospitals. 2. Expanding infrastructure and care. 3. Regional reach and impact. And finally, 4. FY 2026 financial triumphs. All right, starting us off, Section 1. Inside KMC specialty hospitals, human capital and teams.
You know, the sheer scale of their workforce is kind of staggering when you really think about it. We're talking over 1,700 full-time employees and associates. That is practically the population of a small town, completely dedicated to healthcare. And that includes a core clinical team of over 170 doctors. They are heavily focused on clinical talent retention, which is why they boast senior leadership like a chief pediatrician with over 3 decades of clinical expertise. But here's the cool part. They aren't just retaining talent, they're actively building it. They've got over 44 DNB and diploma seats for academic enablement, which basically means they are training the very next generation of healthcare professionals right there on site.
Moving right along to Section 2, expanding infrastructure and care, scaling care capacity.
Now, you really see their physical expansion taking shape when you examine their facilities? You have the established Legacy Block, which is a robust 250-bed facility, spanning a ground floor, 6 upper floors, and a basement. But right next to it is the future, the new Maa Kauvery Block. This brand new addition brings another 200 beds across 5 floors and 2 basements. I mean, they are nearly doubling their inpatient capacity in one single highly strategic move.
So you might be wondering, what's the so what of all this infrastructure? Why does this massive footprint actually matter? Well, it's because this space allows them to house vital, cutting-edge technology and actual centers of excellence to tackle some really complex medical needs. We're talking advanced ICUs, including specialized pediatric and neonatal units, and state-of-the-art operating theaters. They've got top-tier diagnostic tech, CT, MRI, mammograms, and DEXA scans, but more importantly, this infrastructure supports really high-end specialized procedures like liver and bone marrow transplants, and it acts as a center of excellence for neuroscience and orthopedics. Essentially, they're bringing top-tier, big-city, metropolitan-level healthcare directly to the regional level.
Okay, Section 3, Regional Reach and Impact, Patient Catchment Area. Breaking down the patient catchment area, it's pretty wild. Nearly 89% of their inpatient volume comes straight from the local region. Tiruchirappalli itself drives a massive 45% of this volume, absolutely making KMC the undisputed heavyweight in its home city. But notice those surrounding districts too. You've got Pudukkottai at 10% and Thanjavur at 9%. This really proves they aren't just a city hospital anymore. They've become the central hub for advanced healthcare across multiple surrounding districts.
And that brings us to Section 4, FY 2026 financial triumphs, record-breaking growth.
Let's do a little number translation here for a second, because these figures are just phenomenal. I really want to slow down to emphasize this dramatic year-over-year jump. Just think about the revenue from operations. In fiscal year 2025, they were sitting at 23,159 lakhs. Fast forward to fiscal year 2026, that number surges to over 30,576 lakhs. That is a massive expansion in operational revenue. It's a direct reflection of that increased capacity from the new Maa Kauvery Block and the high utilization of those specialized centers of excellence we were just talking about.
But of course, the truly crucial point is how all this top-line revenue translates to the bottom line, right? Let's reverse engineer this success a bit. Total income for FY 2026 reached over 31,000 lakhs. But the real story here is the profit for the period. In FY 2026, profit hit an astounding 4,673.44 lakhs. Now, if you compare that to FY 2025's profit of 2,142.71 lakhs, it hits you. Their bottom-line profit more than doubled in a single year, literally doubled. This absolutely proves that their growth isn't just about getting bigger, it's about becoming significantly more efficient and profitable as they scale. And hey, you don't just have to take the company's word for it. Their independent auditor, Deloitte Haskins & Sells, issued an unmodified opinion, stating that the financial results give a true and fair view in conformity with the recognition and measurement principles. Now, in the financial world, that right there is the ultimate corporate seal of approval. It signals absolute stability and transparency to investors. It's basically confirming that the incredible growth numbers we're discussing are rock solid and completely verified.
Which brings us to our final thought for today. We've seen the 1,700-strong workforce. We've seen the 450-bed dual-block infrastructure. And we've seen those bottom-line profits literally double. So, with an expanded footprint and record-breaking revenues, you have to ask yourself, what new healthcare milestones will KMC specialty hospitals conquer next? The anatomy of their growth is clear, it's structured, and it is highly, highly effective. I don't know about you all, but I am incredibly eager to see Calvary Hospital's next moves in the region. Thanks for joining me on this explainer. Keep learning, and I'll see you on the next one.